Hello lovelies, how you doing today? Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel, and if you haven't, kindly subscribe please. Okay, today we'll be making date syrup, and just like you see here, it's been deseeded already. It's been really and thoroughly washed, then deseeded, and here I'm pouring in the water, and this has been cleaned severally. I actually make this date syrup for my baby because I don't want to use sugar for him. So this is the sweetener I use for him, and I promise you would love it, and it's very very healthy both for adults and babies. Then I proceed to eating up my dates because you want it very soft, and this is because we are still going to blend it. So I made sure I boiled it very very soft, and at some point the water will begin to reduce, so you know it's actually soft, and you can actually also check it. So I boiled this for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes maximum. Then I added it to my blender. I poured into my blender, and if you've been following this channel, I made a review on this particular blender I'm using, because you want to use a very good blender, because you want it very smooth, so you'll be able to juice out as much as possible from your dates. So this Hoffman blender, I made a review on it. You can actually check my other posts. So I blended it very smooth, and this particular blender, you can time it, so it just works like a washing machine. You time and you can go do whatever you want to do. You see here that the syrup, the date is already very very smooth, and that's what I'm saying, because you want as much as possible to get enough juice from your date. So that's why you need it to be very smooth. So here is my cheesecloth that I'll be using to separate the juice from the chaff. So I poured in my blended dates, my smoothly blended dates into my cheesecloth, and I went ahead to make sure that I got enough juice as possible from my blended date. And this is me getting out the juice from it and all. You want to get out as much juice as possible. And another thing is, you don't want to pour too much water. That was one of the mistakes I made initially, then when I first started making the date syrup. If you pour too much water, by the time you want to now start making your syrup, because you have to boil, here I've already poured the juice back into the pot to start boiling to make the date syrup. If the water is too much, before the water would evaporate, it will take a lot of time, and you don't want to waste too much gas while making your date syrup. So as much as possible, you don't want to pour too much water. So I would always say the water you use in boiling should be what you use in blending, and that's why you would actually need a good blender, because you know it would actually be sticky and all, to be quite thick while blending. But if the water is much, it will take a while for it to form date syrup, and that was my date syrup already. Then this is my chaff. I didn't discard this chaff, I didn't dispose of it. You can use this for other things, chin and all, you understand. I use this for chin, and this is my date syrup. It's ready. I left it to cool down, you understand. Then when it's cooled down, it comes together, it becomes so thick. And this is me pouring the date syrup into a glass jar, depending on the container you want to use for it. So this is my date syrup, and I tell you, it's very very healthy, very healthy. So thank you so much for subscribing to my channel.